Good afternoon, I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for joining us. State lawmakers are less than an hour away from wrapping up the 2017 legislative session. Late last night, they sent the Real ID driver license bill to the governor's desk. KRCG 13's Kermit Miller joins us live from the Capitol to tell us what's happening today. Columbia police administrators continue to look for more data as they try to understand the racial disparity in their traffic stops. Good afternoon, I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for joining us. 3 shootings in 2 days in Jefferson City. We've got live team coverage tonight. KRCG 13's Tommy Sladek is standing by live at Jefferson City Police Headquarters, but we start with an incident on the campus of Lincoln University this morning. We're trying to figure out what allowed a Jefferson City man to pull a 16-year-old girl out of an area school for sex. Good afternoon, I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for joining us. The man who was wanted for shooting at a trooper shot himself yesterday. Tonight, Troy Bateman is dead and 2 Columbia police officers are on administrative leave. The Jefferson City man is now charged with 3 counts of rape and 1 count of sodomy.
We have been talking about it all week, and tonight it is here.
Tonight we extend our 6 p.m. news in mid-Missouri and across the entire state. Preparations are underway for a nasty ice storm. We are in winter weather mode this evening. This storm is not over and people need to still use a lot of caution.
We have been talking about it all week, and tonight it is here.
Tonight we extend our 6 p.m. news. Tomorrow morning on KRCG 13 Live at Sunrise, we'll be sitting down with Jefferson City Police. You can give us questions that you want answered by sending them to us on our Facebook page. A Columbia man is now charged after law enforcement found more than 1,000 doses of ecstasy at his home. We've been asking Lincoln University officials for weeks what's going on with their campus and the rash of crime. I called Misty Young, the director of public relations at Lincoln, to find out if they really believe putting more restrictions on dances will prevent crime on campus. Good evening. We are live from Washington University in St. Louis tonight. It's for the 2nd presidential debate. Good afternoon, I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for joining us for a special Election Day edition of KRCG 13 Live at 5. We have reporters all over the state of Missouri covering the major campaigns from St. Louis to Springfield and Columbia. We'll have live reports. Let's hope there aren't that many that he has to treat.
Hope not.
Ow. Good morning, I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for waking up with us for a special edition of KRCG 13 Live at Sunrise. Good morning, Zach Paul.
Good morning.
Or good evening or whatever it is now.
It is absolutely a good morning.
Yeah.
Carlos Martinez, the talented young right-hander, will get a 5-year deal for $51 million. That would be a good deal for the Cardinals.
I'd say that'd be a good deal for
For
anybody.
anybody.
Yeah, I'd take that deal. Yeah.
Really? Well,
Good to know. And also, we want to tell you happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
We're glad there's
22
no severe.
again.
Yeah, you look good.
You know, it's face cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That morning dew,
It is.
honey. All right. Thanks, Zach.
Good evening from downtown Jefferson City. Hey, it's the 4th of July, and we have taken our show on the road. We are coming to you live from the Salute to America celebration in Jefferson City.
We have a full crew out here where the streets are busy with people from all over mid-Missouri who have converged on the Capitol's complex for tonight's festivities. We got a chance to spend some time out here today, and there's plenty to do. So Kermit, Adams and his crew, they aren't finished when the fireworks show is over. They actually have to stay until about 2 or 3 tomorrow morning, cleaning up everything. So that's quite an evening ahead of them still. Ryan says his favorite firework is that ghost shell. Those are the ones where there'll be a pop of color and then they sweep with a different color from one side to the other. It's almost like an ombre kind of feel with it. He also says another fan favorite is the crackling willow when you falls down and everybody goes, ooh, ah. So we want to know what your favorite firework is. Let us know on our KRCG 13 Facebook page. If you don't know the specific name, just give us a description, or you can even post a picture.
And include an ooh, ah.
Yeah.
The
Thank you for staying up late with us for KRCG 13 Live at 10.
Good night.
Good afternoon, I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for joining us. State lawmakers are less than an hour away from wrapping up the 2017 legislative session. Late last night, they sent the Real ID driver license bill to the governor's desk. KRCG 13's Kermit Miller joins us live from the Capitol to tell us what's happening today. All right, thanks, Zach. We're continuing our coverage of a murder trial. Right now, jurors are deliberating the case of a mid-Missouri woman suspected of killing her infant. Emily Usnick faces murder charges in her daughter's death. KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist has been in court all day long. He joins us now live from the Johnson County Justice Center. Garrett, how did this last day of trial go?
Well, Megan.
The police chief who allegedly had his pizza spit on is now considering suing the Casey's Corporation. According to Chief Marlon Walker's attorney, lawyers are considering filing the suit, claiming the company violated the Missouri Merchandise Practices Act. The law prohibits companies from selling goods under false pretenses. As we first told you yesterday, a former Casey's employee allegedly spit on Walker's pizza and threw the toppings on the floor during the preparation in December. Walker shared that pizza with his daughters, according to court documents. He didn't find out about the spitting incident until February. In continuing coverage, since our special report Drugs Behind Bars aired last week, the wife of a Missouri inmate reached out to us. In an exclusive interview, KRCG 13's Elizabeth Hoffman talks with her about the reality of drugs behind bars. The White House isn't offering much clarification after an early morning tweet storm from President Trump, including one tweet suggesting his conversations with former FBI Director James Comey could have been recorded. CBS's Seth Lemon reports the president's tweets are getting out of step with the official messages coming from the White House. If you think your elected officials in the federal government are in office way too long, you're not alone. Coming up, hear how the prospect of term limits are affecting a Senate race not far from here. An attack on members of Congress shakes the political world. A gunman opens fire while members and staff were practicing for a charity baseball game. It happened in Alexandria, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. 5 people suffered gunshot wounds, including Congressman Steve Scalise of Louisiana, a staffer, and 2 police officers. New this afternoon, the congressman is now in critical condition at the hospital. The gunman is dead. We have team coverage of the attack. We begin with our chief political correspondent, Scott Thuman. He was at the scene early on and has more from the ballpark in Virginia. Now, this is a picture of the suspect, James Hodgkinson of Belleville, Illinois. Now, that's just a 2-hour drive east of Jefferson City near St. Louis. Authorities say the incident was a deliberate attack. Given the situation in the D.C. area, we investigated security measures being taken at our state capitol. We wanted to know what law enforcement do here to keep high-profile lawmakers safe. Later in the newscast, we'll hear from local lawmakers and political scientists about how the attack could change the political landscape across the country, as well as right here in Missouri. One of the most critical days yet in the investigation into possible Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election and whether or not President Trump tried to obstruct justice. Good afternoon, I'm Meghan Lane. Thanks for joining us.